From Salt Lake City, this is City SC Utah U17 boys taking on PDA from New Jersey U19s as part of the first round of the MLS Cup. Ball thrown in, brought down over by Tate. Tate lays the ball back. Ball swung over to Josh, over to the right-hand side, and brought down the right line and kicked out of bounds. It'll be City throw-in from the top of their middle third on the right. Ball thrown down the lane, recovered. Caleb gets the ball over on the left-hand side and cleared out by PDA. PDA is wearing light blue tops and City SC is in navy blue. Ball thrown back from Eli, gets it to the back line. Swung over to Brock, Brock over to Josh. Josh just before midfield, passes up the center with his left foot, intercepted by PDA. Tate gets the ball over to the right-hand side and a tripped up ball. PDA recovers on the top of their defensive third, ball brought down. Ball bouncing back and forth, kept in bounds by PDA. And Tate wins the header over on the left-hand side. And it will be blue throw-in, the top of their attacking third. Eli throws the ball down, headed away by City. 14 gets the ball, lays it off over on the right-hand side, not on the same page. And that ball will roll out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for PDA. Ball in play. Will with the high press. PDA playing out from the back on the right-hand side. Sliding up, and that ball is out of bounds. It will be...
Bill, faster. Touch and play. Come on, faster.
Let's see. Jason throws the ball back over to Josh. Josh elects to kick the ball back all the way to Zach. Zach about 16 yards out. With his left foot, keeks it over to the left-hand side. Headed down by PDA. And... blue, light blue now in the attacking third on the right-hand side. Ball towed into the center, swung over far left and intercepted, but recovered by light blue. And 14 gets a toe on it. And then running through in a foul against PDA. Caleb taking the brunt of it. It will be City ball. J-Mo to Tate. Tate at midfield plays the ball back over to the left-hand side over to Josh. Josh just before the circle, left foot, swings the ball up high, bringing it just before the box, headed away by the captain for PDA. PDA now building outside of the box and brought up on the left-hand side inside the middle third on the left. PDA bringing the ball over, swinging the ball down the left-hand side. They've got a runner, and that is Brock. PDA inside the box, just on the corner, swings it over to the center, deflected and scooped up by Zach. Nice shot on goal. Ball rolled out over to J-Mo and kicked out by PDA. It will be City throw-in from the top of their defensive third on the left-hand side. Jason looking to throw the ball down the line. He gets it to Tate. Tate plays the ball back over to Josh. Josh with his left foot skies the ball on the left-hand side. Lands just in front. Will cutting out in front. Will on the inside. Shot. And it rolls in. Will Harris puts up City SC 1-0. PDA will be taking the kickoff here momentarily. There it is at the bottom of the circle for PDA. They play it slightly on the left-hand side. Cross midfield, connects, charges in. 14 is able to get there. Will challenging for the ball. And the center backs for PDA recovers, brings it over to the left-hand side. PDA bringing the bottom to the middle third on the left. down the left-hand side, past midfield, and cleared out by City. And that is J-Mo there chasing after the ball. It goes out of bounds. It will be City throwing just before midfield on the right-hand side. Eli throws the ball down the line, headed away by Blue. Chested, brought down. Nice touch and control there by PDA. And it goes out of bounds off of City. It will be Blue throwing. Blue throws the ball down the left-hand line. Eli challenging. It goes off of PDA. The call is City throwing. Eli throws the ball in. Gets it back over to Brock. Brock swings it over the left-hand side. And it is going to be Jex who's challenging for the ball. PDA Will puts pressure on. PDA brings the ball over to the left-hand side and swings it over to the farther left. They tend to favor the left-hand side so far. Left challenge there. Recovered. And PDA is able to get that ball. PDA bringing the ball down the left-hand side again. Picked up by J-Mo. J-Mo gets it over to Eli. Eli over the right-hand side. Over to Caleb. Caleb, his pass intended for J-Mo, not there. And PDA challenging and a foul called in favor of PDA. This will be PDA at the top of their middle third on the left-hand side.
Jax! Where's your body, Jax?
PDA waiting for the signal. Ref finally gives it a run up to the ball. Slow run, stutter step, then launched over to the far right-hand side and into the hands of Zach. The ball goes yeeted over to Jax. Jack turns on the afterburners. PDA recovers the ball over on the right-hand side. PDA attacking from the right. Look at a cross. Deflected off of the feet of 13. PDA recovers just inside the box. Crosses the ball over. Chipped out by Brock. And jumping save there. Brody across midfield over to the left-hand side trying to get over to Jex. And PDA will get there. That was Will jumping in front, and that ball goes out of bounds. It will be City SC throwing just before midfield on the left-hand side. That is Jason who throws the ball down the line, and off of PDA it will be City SC's throwing. Jason looking to throw the ball in. He gets it over to Tate. Tate back over to Jason. Jason intercepted, dispossessed by PDA. PDA plays over to the left, and it is kicked out of bounds, and it is going to roll, and it will be a PDA corner kick.
You got this, bud. Get back, get back. 40 minutes.
Run up, crossed over from PDA, just over the heads, and it will be crossed, cleared out by City. Will on the hustle on the right-hand side. He's able to get the ball, but PDA is going to edge him out, and it will be light blue throw in. They get the ball in. Will hustling, challenging for the ball. It's dislodged. PDA will recover though. Jack's hustling to get back. Ball cross midfield for PDA. Ball played down the right slot. He's going to be able to get there just before the corner flag. Looking to cross it over. Going against Josh. The ball crossed to the far post, and it will go out of bounds. It results in a City SC goal kick. Ball back into play from the right-hand side for City. Brock plays it down the right channel, immediately challenged by PDA. PDA recovers the ball, and they're attacking from the left-hand side of their attacking third. Tate on defense, ball chipped up, and just goes over the crossbar. PDA putting on the pressure. Zach will take the goal kick. Josh will place the ball down now and take the goal kick from the 6-yard line, left-footed. over to the right-hand side. PDA will head it at midfield. Headed back. PDA is going to recover. Just in front of the 18-yard line, on the ground over on the right-hand side. Shot blocked by Jason, then cleared out by Josh. That ball will roll out of bounds. It'll be PDA who's on the prowl, throwing it in. Top of their middle third on the right-hand side. Ball bouncing back and forth. Brody challenging for the ball. Tate with the tackle. Tate breaks through, gets it over to Jax. Jax, ball towed out of bounds, and a foul called earlier. Tate receiving the brunt of that foul. So Josh will be taking the free kick. Josh plays it long on the left-hand side, up in the center, headed down by PDA, and it is going to be City who gets there first. It's JMO on the left-hand side, unable to keep it in bounds, and it will be PDA who throws the ball in over the right-hand side, and a foul called against Josh just before midfield for PDA, and it might have been elbowed in the jaw or throat. PDA with the free kick, a few yards before midfield, right-footed, down the right side, brought down by Tate. PDA is going to recover, juking over to the left, slotted, blocked by the defensive line. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll result in another corner kick for PDA. Corner kick is placed down. Ref having a few words. There's an injured City player catching his breath. Now getting into Eli that was catching his breath. PDA. Ref gives a signal. Run up to the ball. Right-footed. Crossed over again. A hit to the far post challenge. It goes just past. And it is going to roll out of bounds. It will be goal kick for City. Ball kicked over to the far left-hand side, looking for Brody. Brody heads the ball up. Jason challenging PDA. Jason! Ball dislodged, cleared out by Josh, and the call is off of PDA, so it will be Jason throwing the ball in from the top of his defensive third to Jex. Ball dislodged, recovered over to Brody. Brody back over to... That's Eli on the back right-hand side from Zach. Ball dislodged. It goes off of the toes of light blue. It'll be City throwing in front of their own bench. Ball thrown across into the center over to JMO. JMO lobs it over to the left, looking for Jason. Light blue gets there first. PDA bringing the ball over to the right-hand side. Ball played into the center. Swung over to the right-hand side. 7 yards, chipped up and headed out. Off of the back heel, sliding out. No foul call. PDA still challenging against the line. Jason on defense. PDA trying to capitalize on City, unable to get that ball out. The ball is played back for light blue. Brought over into the center. And Brody challenging. And that ball is off of the toes of the PDA front line. Jax throws the ball in, brought down to Will. Will over to JMO. JMO stuffed. JMO maintains possession, plays it over to the left-hand side over to Jason. Jason plays it up over to Brody. Brody dispossessed. And Eli on the right-hand side emerges with the ball. Plays it off over to Caleb. Caleb plays it into the middle over to Will. Will tries to settle the ball down. Tackled from behind. And a foul against PDA will result in a free kick on the right-hand side of the top of the middle third. Ball played over to the right from Tate, crossed into the center, dispossessed. That was Caleb. Light blue recovers, keeps it in bounds. A challenge there from Tate. Blue will recover. Blue working on the left-hand side again, crossing midfield. And they've got a runner, and it's cleared out by Brock. And it will be light blue throwing.
No, it's offsides.
Oh, I called offsides. Brock plays the ball up the gut over to Jamo. Jamo swings it over to the back right-hand side over to Josh. Josh plays it on the ground. And against Brody, not there. Ball goes through, and Brock is able to get it just before the 18-yard line. It's kicked out of bounds. It will be PDA throw-in. PDA building momentum, keeping the ball in their attacking half the last several minutes after City scored. And Zach is able to pick that up on the left bottom post. It will be rolled out over to Brock. Brock about 16 yards out from the right-hand side. Plays it over right, farther over to Eli. Eli tries to get it over. And that ball is intercepted by PDA. Tate is able to clear that ball out of bounds. It will be PDA thrown to the top left of their middle third. Ball thrown into the center and headed away by Brock. Jumped Will, sliding to get there. Wins the challenge and dispossessed, recovered. Played on the left-hand side over to Brody. Brody now at the top of the left third over to Jason. Jason inside the attacking third, looking to swing the ball into the center. Over to Tate. Tate grabs it over the right-hand side. Jamo dispossessed. Tate wins the tackle. And Jamo gets that ball up to the 18-yard line, cleared out by PDA. And it's a little bit of a scrum. And that ball goes out of bounds. It is PDA throw-in. Ball thrown down the center. Challenged, gets past. Oh, hits the player in the shoulder. Unlucky. And Jason brings that ball past midfield. Jason looking for options on the left-hand side. And he's bodied out of bounds. The call is City throw-in. Jason throws the ball over to Brody. Brody bringing the ball into the midfield. Swings over to the left-hand side. Looking for a runner over to Jex. Jex unable to get there before the baseline. And it will be PDA goal kick. City putting on some offensive pressure, giving relief to their defense. Trying to keep the ball in their attacking half. Ball brought over to the right-hand side, at the bottom of the middle third. And a heavy touch there. PDA will maintain possession, though. Ball 1-2 in the middle. And PDA swings it over the far left-hand side, and he's called offsides. Eli looks to be taking the free kick from the top of their defensive third. They elect to play the ball back over to Brock. Brock over to Zach. Zach lobs it over to the left-hand side over to Jason. Jason is able to get a toe on it, but PDA recovers. Ball chipped up high into the center, and Zach will be there to scoop it up. Zach with a drop kick that will go to the corner. Unable to be kept in bounds. It will be PDA throw-in just before midfield. Ball played down the right channel, headed away by Jason. Jason to Brody. Brody still with possession, plays the ball back over to Josh. Josh over to Zach. Zach chips the ball over to the far right-hand side to Eli. Eli to Brock, and PDA is going to recover. Tate is able to get a toe on it. First gets it over to Zach. Zach lobs the ball to the right-hand side, headed down first by PDA. PDA plays it over to the right-hand side inside their attacking half. Cuts back into the center on the left. Down the center channel, chipped up over to Jason. Jason dispossessed momentarily. PDA recovers, bringing the ball into the center, swinging it over the far left-hand side, just outside the box on the right, on the left. Cuts back over, shot on the ground, and it goes in. Equalizer for PDA. The score is 1-1.
Williams and it's not very hard. So, but they might have moved it, but they're not where they used to be.
Good job, boys. Keep going now.
City SC with the kickoff, ball kicked over to Tate. Tate plays the ball back, and it is picked up there by Brody. Brody over to Josh. Josh back over to Jason. Jason back over to Josh. Josh under pressure. Ball over to Will, and that ball is loose. PDA is going to recover. PDA on the attacking half, moving over to the right, and it will be Zach who scoops that ball up after the ball is shielded by Brock. Zach lobs the ball up high. It'll be brought down by PDA at the bottom of the circle, headed away by Tate. PDA will recover the ball on the left-hand side, just in front of the City bench. Caleb is able to block that pass. It goes out of bounds. It'll be PDA throw-in. PDA throws the ball down the line. Eli is able to get that ball. And Tate challenging for it, headed away by Blue. Will challenging for it. PDA elects to settle the ball down and cycle it amongst their defensive line. Will challenging, sliding forward, dislodges the ball, but PDA will recover. Gets the ball back over to their keeper. Keeper on the left-hand side to the left center back. Ball brought up to the bottom of the middle third on the left-hand side, about to cross midfield. Connects past midfield. And down the left channel, challenge there by Eli. It goes out of bounds. The call is off of the shin. Ball thrown into Tate. Tate in traffic. And a foul called against PDA. Tate plays the ball back over to Brock. Brock swings it over to the left-hand side. Just too much mustard on that one. PDA looking to pick that ball up just before midfield. They throw it down to the ground. Brody on defense. Ball played into the center. Ball swung over to the far left-hand side. They're able to connect. Nice touch there. Ball brought into the center. Challenged there by the defensive line. That was Eli. PDA in the attacking third on the far left-hand side. Ball brought down, brought to the left, and cycled back amongst the players just before midfield on the right-hand side now. PDA approaching, chipping the ball up into the box and headed away. Brought down by Brody, who slips. PDA is going to capitalize on it. And towed out by Josh, recovered by Tate. Tate gets the ball over to Brody. Brody over to Will on the left-hand side. Will's looking for help from Jackson's ball crossed over to the far right-hand side. Intercepted, intended for Caleb. PDA now at the bottom of the circle. And Tate with a failed attempt there. Ball on the far left, and Zach will run there.
Come on, Jason. Come on, Jason. Next one, Will.
Zach yeets the ball to the far left-hand side over to Jason. Jason bringing the ball up over into the center. His pass not there. Jex playing in the striker position. And PDA's captain bringing it up on the left-hand side to the bottom of the middle third just before midfield. Ball cycled back. Jex challenging. It'll be PDA recovering. PDA looking for more options, swings it over to the far right-hand side just before midfield. Will challenging for the ball, and PDA will recover. Ball played over to the left-hand side. farther left now, just before midfield. And PDA is keeping the ball away from the feet of the City players. Ball down the left channel, approaching the attacking third on the left-hand side. They play a wider left, gets past his man, shot! And just goes wide.
Well done, boys.
And it looks like City SC is about to make several substitutions. Nash coming on, West coming on, JMO coming off, Lau coming on, Tate coming off, and Brody coming off. So goal kick just before midfield, and PDA is able to recover. Ball played back, settling the ball down, keeping control of the pace. Played it on the left-hand side in front of their own bench, able to recover the ball just before it crosses the line. Kept on crossing midfield on the left. Cuts back over. Lau challenges. No foul called. Lau gets on the ball. Lau, making his presence known, is dispossessed. PDA keeping control on the attacking half, swinging it over to the far left-hand side. PDA right-footed cross into the arms of Zach. That was Jason who was tracking the runner inside the box, keeping him away. And Zach will drop kick that ball. And it will bounce out of bounds. It will be PDA throw-in at the top of their defensive third on the right-hand side. Ball thrown inbounds, recovered by Josh, but cleared out by PDA. It's going to bounce just at the 18-yard line. Zach will bring it down with his thigh. And as he is unchallenged there, he picks the ball up, milks a few seconds off the clock, rolls the ball over to the right-hand side over to Brock. Brock at the 18-yard line plays the ball on the ground over to Nash. Nash to Eli. Ball lost. And Nash is able to recover the ball, gets it back over to Brock, who lobs the ball up over the far right-hand side, just over the head of the PDA player. He's able to get there. And West challenging for the ball. West is able to recover. He chips it over to the left-hand side, looking over for Will. Will in the attacking third on the left-hand side, looking for options. Cuts back over to the right-hand side, lays it back off over to West. West moves over to the right, swings, and it's not going to bend how he wanted it to. It will be goal kick for PDA. So PDA will have a goal kick here. I believe PDA made a couple of substitutes. Ball placed on the 6-yard line, kicked over to their keeper. Keeper moves over to his right, kicks the ball over to the far right-hand side, just past midfield, and it will roll out of bounds. It will be Jason throws the ball down the left, intended for West. West challenging, intercepted there by Nash. Nash to West. West back heel toe pass over to Nash. Nash on the left-hand side, inside the attacking third, and is kicked out of bounds. It will be City's throw-in. Jason probably about 20 or so yards out on the left-hand side, looking to throw the ball deep. He throws it over to Sebastian. Sebastian over to Jason. Jason down the left, and it's cleared out of bounds by PDA. It will be City SC's throw-in down by the corner flag on the left-hand side. Jason looking to throw the ball, and he gets it to West. West back over to Jason, kept it in bounds, and West down against the baseline, plays it over, and is cleared out by PDA. It will be City's throw-in again. Jason throws the ball down the line to Sebastian, who's streaking against the baseline, and cleared out by PDA. It'll be Josh who gets there first, kicks it up high with his left foot, headed down by PDA into the center, recovered by Henry, and a shot on goal for City. Keeper diving, jumping just to his left-hand side. Yeets it back over to the right, about 19, 20 yards out on the right-hand side now. PDA elects to play the ball from the 18-yard line down the center. It'll be intercepted by Henry. Henry over to the left, over to West. West moves the ball over to the left, over to Sebastian. Back heel pass over to West. West looking to cross it with his left foot. He does. And jumping at the baseline is the PDA keeper. It was Henry who was there willing to head the ball in. PDA yeets it over to the left-hand side to the bottom of the middle third on the left. Kicks the ball down the line, and it is going to roll all the way to the feet of Josh. He lets it get over to Zach, and Zach holds the ball with his right foot, picks it up. Zach drop kicks the ball. It's going to go. Sebastian bounces to his left. PDA will recover the right-hand side. It's off of his toe, and the call is PDA throw-in from the top of their defensive third on the right-hand side. PDA throws the ball down the right line, headed down by Josh. Nash is able to get that ball. He's dispossessed. Henry challenging for the ball, forcing PDA to swing over to the left-hand side quickly just before midfield. Gets it past midfield, challenged by Eli. Ball reset back in the center. Will challenge Henry. And PDA emerging from the top. They have a runner on the left-hand side. Brock coming over. And it bounces over the top crossbar and cleared out by Josh. Sliding PDA and City going down, sliding down together. Unlucky for PDA. Hits the top of the crossbar, bounced immediately down and did not bounce in. Ball thrown in, headed back by Josh, headed by Lau. PDA will recover. They swing the ball over to the right-hand side. Crosses the ball and deflected off of Sebastian. It should be a corner kick awarded to PDA. PDA, this is at least their fourth corner kick of the first half. The score tied 0-0. Player gives the signal, takes 4 or 5 steps back, runs up to the ball. This one's going to go to the far post. Headed up into the center, challenging, headed up again, and it goes over the crossbar. It will be goal kick for City.
Turn.
Zach places the ball down at the 6-yard line, gives it over to Brock. Looks like Brock will be taking the kick.
You ready, Connor? You ready, Connor?
Brock swings the ball over to the left-hand side looking for Jason. Jason brings the ball down, slips, and PDA will recover. Top of their middle third on the right-hand side. Challenge there by Nash. Henry gets the ball over to Sebastian. Sebastian over to Gabe. Gabe to Henry, and ball is dislodged, recovered by Light Blue. Light Blue puts the ball in the center over the left. Attacking third at their feet and challenge from behind. No foul called. PDA crossing over against the baseline, cleared, crossed, and headed out by Jason. And a shot down on the ground, blocked by Wes. Now it is Nash on the left-hand side. Nash keeps going on over to the left, keeps it in bounds, gets it over to Sebastian. Sebastian down the left-hand side. Nash challenging again. Nash toes it over to Wes, so back over to Nash. Nash cuts back, slows the pace down, gets it over to Josh. Josh back over to Nash again. Nash is going to be swarmed up by several players, laid off over to Brock. Brock takes a touch with his right foot, moves several feet up, plays the ball wider, and sliding in is PDA in front of the City bench. They're able to recover that ball. Eli trying to get there. Brock dislodges the ball, and Nash gets the ball over to Wes on the left-hand side. Wes across midfield, approaching the attacking third from the left. Wes approaching the 18-yard line just outside the box, cuts over to the right-hand side, lays it off over to Nash. Nash winds up and shoots, and it bends into the arms of the PDA keeper. And it will be a PDA elects to roll the ball out softly to the left-hand side. Ball played wider left. City got a toe on it, but PDA is able to recover. Bringing the ball up to the bottom of the middle third on the left-hand side, completing a pass, crossing midfield. Lays it off into the center, completing several passes. Has a runner on the right-hand side, and he's called. The foul called earlier. And Lau charged with the call, a warning given, no yellow.
Walk it off, I mean.
So the ball is placed maybe 2 yards in front of the top circle. A free kick, certainly from striking distance from these U19s. City and the PDA players lined up. Here comes the kick. It's lobbed up over the heads on the left-hand side, headed down, recovered by Nash, who clears it out. And PDA will recover just before midfield on the left-hand side, getting the ball across, playing the ball back. Gabe hustling down to get that ball, and ball is played all the way to the keeper. Keeper plays it back up in the center again. PDA at the bottom of the circle, just slightly on the left-hand side, now in the top of the circle, and Josh is able to get a toe on that over to Gabe. Gabe moves over to the right-hand side, chips it over wider to Sebastian. Sebastian looking across, trying to beat his man, sliding in a collision. He somehow lays it off, and the ball goes through. It hits the post, and is recovered by Wes. Wes, shot. Oh, and it swings to the right-hand side. City, how unlucky could they be? That was an insane sequence of events. Kudos to the PDA defensive line and keepers for their awareness of where the poles are. And it looks like a substitution there made for PDA.
And then I saw the puck and I was like, oh, that has to bounce. Just like bounced out.
PDA plays the ball directly up to the center back. Center back bringing the ball over on the left-hand side, playing it down the left channel. Pass back immediately. Ball swung over to the far right-hand side for PDA. The right back is able to get there. Gabe hustling. West challenging. Nash getting a toe on it. PDA is going to recover, though. PDA at midfield. Resets slightly over to the right-hand side. Now crossing midfield. Lobs it up high into the center. Headed up by Josh. And West challenging. PDA getting there. Lau challenging. PDA maintains possession. Josh gets that ball out of there. Go over to Nash. Nash plays over the right-hand side over to Henry. Henry chips the ball up over to the left, trying to get over to Nash. Nash about 16 yards out, trying to cut over to the left-hand side. About 5 yards before the box on the left, plays it over to West. West, 16 yards out, dispossessed. No, keeps the ball in. And it goes, kept in bounds, rolls off, and the call is corner kick in favor of City. So City SC will have their first corner kick in the half. It looks like it is going to be ball played short to Wes, to Sebastian. Right-footed on the ground, cleared out by PDA, easy clearance. And that ball is cleared over to the right-hand side, and it will roll all the way over to Zach, who waits at the 18-yard line, plays it on the ground to the left-hand side over to Josh. Josh brings the ball up a few yards, slots it into the center in traffic. Jason keeps it in bounds against the line, plays it over to the left-hand side into the center again, dispossessed, intended for Nash. And Josh with a header. Jason dispossessed, ball played over to the right. PDA is going to attack. Josh hustling back to get there, inside the box. Bobbled, and a whistle called. Zach extending his full body to jump on the ball. It bounced out, and the ref called the ball dead for protection of the keeper, I believe. Josh swings the ball over the right-hand side over to Brock.
Pitch, Connor, pitch!
Brock to, can't you see, that's Henry to Eli, back over to Brock. Brock swings it over to the left-hand side over to Josh. Josh swings it farther left over to Jason. Jason up in the center to Sebastian, dispossessed. PDA inside the attacking third on the right-hand side. Slotted up. Lau gets a toe on it somehow. I guess the 18-yard line. Still with the ball. Lau feigns a pass, then gets it over to Nash. Nash back over to Jason. Jason chips the ball with his right foot past midfield, intended for Sebastian. Trying to cut the corner, and it goes out of bounds, and the call is light blue throw-in. It'll be PDA throw-in. PDA throws the ball in, headed up, and almost hits the camera. Jason will be throwing the ball in. Ball thrown in over to Nash. Now with a bit of space, but he's dispossessed and recovered by Lau. Lau swinging over to the far right-hand side. Henry taking the brunt of that ball. Henry is able to recover. Cuts back Maradona move. Still with it. Henry to Nash. Dispossessed again. And ball cleared on the left-hand side for a left-footed kick. It's going to roll out of bounds. It will be City SC throw-in from the top of their defensive third on the right-hand side. About 5 minutes left in the half. The score tied 1-1. Eli throws the ball down the line, chested down. Recovered, can't see who that is. Ball gets to the feet of Henry. Henry swings the ball wide over to Wes. Wes back over to Josh. Josh with his left foot chips the ball up and it goes out of bounds and saved by the assistant cameraman again. PDA inside their attacking half looking to throw the ball in. Thrown into the center. Nice touch. Nash challenges. PDA will recover. The attacking third on the left-hand side. Ball kicked, headed up by Brock, and it's going to be called corner kick in favor of PDA. This will be their 5th corner kick of the half, I believe. Signal given. 2 steps up to the ball, right foot medium height, and Brock gets a toe on it. It'll be another corner kick in favor of PDA. Ball placed down again for PDA. A repeat kick, run up, 2 steps, ball. This one's going farther. Punched out by Zach. PDA trying to maintain possession. They do against chipped up high in the center, headed out by Wes. Brought down in the box by PDA. Bounced over to the left-hand side. Shot off the top of the... Wow. Second time this half the crossbar has been hit. The ball did not go in. Zach cleared the ball over to Sebastian. Sebastian, nice touch. Sebastian is fouled at the top of the circle on the left-hand side. It will be a free kick. Ball played over from Josh over to Henry. Henry over to the right-hand side looking for Nash. Nash just outside, swings over to the right-hand side. Crossed. Sebastian! Oh! He didn't know it was at his feet. He was right there. Ball rolled out quickly by PDA. PDA at the bottom of the middle third on the left-hand side. Completes the pass just before midfield. Crosses midfield on the left. Brings the ball into the center. Ball switched over to the middle, and it will be rolled over to the left thigh of Zach. Showing off the muscle. Ball rolled over to Brock. Brock back over to Zach. Zach swings the ball to the left over to Josh. Sorry, Jason. Jason to Josh. Josh then clears the ball. Brought down by PDA just past the reach of Nash. Picked up by Lau. Lau over to Eli. Eli to Brock. Brock chips the ball up high. And it will be PDA who will recover that ball. And they do against the left-hand side, crossing the ball at midfield on the left. Ball in front of the City bench. PDA dispossessed. Nash swings the ball over to the left-hand side to Wes. Wes plays it farther over to Jason. Jason keeps the ball in bounds. Jason tries to get the ball over to Sebastian. Wes at the top of the box, shimmies to the right, didn't take the shot, cuts back. Looking for help, then chips it over. Oh, and a Sebastian with an aerial touch caught by the PDA keeper who's been very busy the last couple of minutes. PDA rolls the ball out over the left-hand side, bottom of the middle third on the left. Ball crossing midfield, cuts back into the center, challenge there, recovered by PDA. Wes challenging, PDA elects to reset back to their center backs. PDA at the bottom of the circle at midfield. Kicks the ball to the far left-hand side. Nice touch. PDA and a foul called against Eli. It'll be a free kick opportunity a few yards in front of the City bench in the waning moments of the first half. Ball played on the ground on the left-hand side, trying to catch City off guard. Henry challenged the ball, kicked and scooped up by Zack.
Ready, Connor?
Zack rolls the ball out over to the left-hand side, over to Jason. Jason gets it over to Wes. Wes looking for help. Wes puts it up in the center, gets it over to Gabe. Gabe back over to, can't see who that was. Ball brought down over to by Sebastian. Sebastian over to Wes on the left-hand side. Wes gets the ball pass. Approaching the box, lays it off and cleared out by PDA. The call is throw in or corner.
No, I didn't want to be that guy.
So this will be a throw-in for City. Down by the corner left flag, Jason to Wes. Wes chips the ball over the far right-hand side. Henry gets a toe on it, but PDA's keeper is guarding the left bottom post, and he's able to pick it up. PDA throws the ball over to the left, crossing midfield. Inside the attacking half, cuts back, still with possession, gets past his man, inside the attacking third, inside the box, shot and scooped up by Zack, who's getting there in the bottom right corner, and the ball is rolled over to Nash, and that is the half. The score tied 1-1.